Hey everybody, I'm Hillary Atkin coming to you from At Home in LA, and I'm thrilled to welcome Scott Evans, host of NBC's World of Dance and Access Hollywood. Scott, how are you doing today?
Ah! Hillary, I'm doing pretty good. All things considered, the family is healthy, safe, and so like I've said before, as long as the biggest thing that we are combating on a daily basis is temporary boredom, I count that as an extreme blessing. And so, yeah, and this week in particular is a lot of new, a lot of exciting things on the kind of like the TV horizon. So definitely feeling good over in the Evans household. That's for sure. How about
All
you?
right, well, what is it like? I'm doing great over here in the
Good,
Atkin
good.
household. And one of my big exciting things was watching the premiere episode of World of Dance. What is it like to be back in that world after a year after the season 3 finale? My gosh.
Yeah, it is incredible. You know what I mean? It's like you remember the second the music starts, you remember why you love this, right? Jennifer Lopez talks about the riding the high and the momentum of Hustlers, and then into the award season, and in Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Like
Exactly.
for her, it was like a everything that could happen for a pop music, a pop culture fixture was happening in her life, and then World of Dance again. So it was like a really, really cool moment. I love this show so much. And so to have the finale, or I'm sorry, to have the premiere back on TV this week was like, because I feel like we also, don't you just need it?
Absolutely, Scott. We
Don't
need this right now. The joy, the passion, the dancing, even the
Yeah.
tears, we need it.
We need it. And it's what I love about it is it's something that everybody can watch together. We can all agree that World of Dance is going to be some solid entertainment. There's going to be some highs, there's going to be some lows, you know what I mean? But we can all agree on this couch that we're all entertained. And so that's the part that I really, 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 really love about the show.
Well, there's a lot of changes in season 4. And as you put it, there's more grit, there's more fire. But the dancers are going into a warehouse in downtown LA. They think they're auditioning for the producers, but lo and behold, it's J-Lo, Derek, and Ne-Yo. How is that going? You've got, I think Derek called it a dance dungeon, which is so funny.
I mean, honestly, the warehouse was like a totally different feel, right? So in seasons before the show, you make it the first time you're dancing on the show is this big, beautiful stage in front of an audience, and it's like for a lot of the dancers, it's the biggest thing they've ever done. And so then the name of the game is just not getting eliminated, right? Just sticking around on the show. This time, you got to earn the right to even step on that stage. I think the show's producers, as well as Jennifer Lopez, realized that like we're not we're setting these dancers up to succeed, but we're not actually showing the audience the real life experience of what it is to be a dancer, and certainly to be a dancer in this competitive climate that we find ourselves in now, right? With TikTok and Instagram and tours and all of that stuff. And so why not be able to really feel what it's like to go to an audition, to maybe get a yes, maybe get a no, maybe get a callback, because that's also new this season, and then work toward the big thing, which is the World of Dance stage. And so this season, to be able to see the reactions of young people walking into that room and being like, oh, snap, that's J-Lo! That's J-Lo! It's a really cool thing. And so, yeah, I love the fact that, also this year, it's the qualifying rounds, there isn't a score, right? So it's not like which some people think, they want a leaderboard right off the top, but what an incredible way to know, yes, I made it beyond this point, or no, I haven't made it beyond this point, or the judges see something in me and have decided to instead call me back to see
Yeah,
if
tell
I.
us about the callback because that happened with the Williams fam, right? And it
No.
was funny that Derek knew right away that they were kind of had made their fame on social media and not really on a stage.
Yeah. I mean, no, I think the Williams family got 3 no's.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm
No, no,
mixing them
no,
up with who got the
no.
callback on the premiere.
The Groovement, I believe, got a
Oh,
callback.
that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So Groovement got a callback, but you bring up a great point, right? So you've got the Williams brothers, who are this bit larger than life group. They kill it on social media, and then they come onto the World of Dance stage and they don't deliver the caliber of performance that the judges are looking for, right? When they walked off the set, or when they walked off after getting 3 no's, I looked at them because I was like, y'all about to kill this. You've not done it quite like this before, but if y'all bring the kind of energy that you bring in your videos to this set, y'all are gonna kill it. And so when they didn't make it, they came back and they're like, we're not sure what else we could have done. And I asked one of the brothers, did you come out with the best that you had? And he was like, well, we wanted to show them like who we were. And then, we had fire for later on. And I was like, don't ever make that mistake. Don't ever make that mistake. If you've only got one opportunity to show up, if you're promised only one shot,
Okay, this is the Eminem song right there, baby.
You know what I mean? You
only got one shot, one opportunity.
Don't miss your chance to go. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So it was a lesson for them in lead with your best always. Lead with your best always. And then for Groovement, the judges talked about seeing something in there. I think Jennifer even said, you're about 80% there. You're clean. You've got good choreography. You've got great movement, but there's about 20% that still needs to pop off. And so we want to see what you do now with this new fire under you, with this new confidence, because that's ultimately how they want these dancers to be able to accept the callback, because it's not a no. It could have said no. We see you. We don't see any potential in this particular instance. Goodbye. The callback is an opportunity for you to pull it together and elevate it again. It's also another performance on the show. So, I mean, kill it.
Well, you were talking about, starting off with your best foot. So I think the show got off to a bang with Jefferson and Adrianita from Cali, Colombia, and they named their son after Derek. Like that. What? I mean, that was incredible, right? And Derek thought it was a joke, but we, the audience, knew it was not. So what was your reaction?
Well, Derek didn't, I don't think he thought it was a joke. I think Derek didn't understand that they had named their baby after him. I think he thought maybe it was a coincidence, like, oh yeah, we love the name Derek. And so when Andreanita was like, no, we named our baby after you. And Jennifer was like, do you understand what is happening? It was so cool. I think to this day, he's still pretty moved by that. And Derek is one of those people who has been dancing competitively, I mean, basically all of his life. And I think that he doesn't necessarily understand, or he doesn't necessarily know sometimes the impact that just his presence in the dance space makes on people, the kind of impression that it makes on people, that this kid, from this large family, would in this relatively smaller town, would be able to pursue this dream, let alone experience such great success in it. Multiple mirror balls. He's toured all over the world now, soon to be launching a Vegas residency. I don't think he sometimes knows, he looks at J-Lo like she's the star, she's the celeb. Ne-Yo's the star, he's the celeb. And I think sometimes because he's so involved in dance, still so in it, that he doesn't know the impact that he makes. And so that was one of those moments where he had to face it. You know what I mean? And it's cool to see him. It's cool to see, because he's one of the best people you will ever meet. It's cool to see him get some shine and get some love that way.
Well, talk about some love. Another a couple I loved last night was Jake and Chow. They were really incredible.
Incredible. Oh, but I do want to say about Jefferson and Adrianita, that I have never seen moves like that. The way when you start a dance number and you holding your partner like this, upside down, you know you about to do some wild stuff.
Yeah, it was wild.
Stay tuned to the duels because they do some even wilder stuff. But yes, Jake and Chow, I don't know that we have seen on our show contemporary dancers that are as athletic, that are as sensual, that are as trusting of one another as these two incredible dancers. I mean, they are incredible dancers separately, but then when you put them together, they have this kind of yin and yang and oneness that is unmatched. You know, it's a joy to see them do their thing, and they're so young. They're just like doing what they know to do, what they trust they're on this planet to do, and it's a really they're not trying to win the competition. They're working to be the best dancers they know how to be, and it's a really sweet thing to see.
Well, speaking about young, I know you're going to agree with me, Scott. Savannah just stole my heart. And when she gave you that friendship bracelet, oh my God. Oh, thank God you brought it. I love it. Oh my gosh.
I
Wow.
mean, Savannah, what do you say about little Savannah other than fighter? Don't be surprised, or don't be thrown off by her stature. Don't be thrown off by the fact that she is a young lady of few words.
Yeah.
She knows she is talented. She knows she is here to work hard. She's gonna do something. She's gonna do something this next round that you're gonna be like, oh snap, Savannah! She's a star. She is a superstar. I think years from now, we'll be looking back at this first showing on World of Dance and saying to ourselves, I remember seeing her back then. I do. Yeah.
You know, it wasn't only her dancing, it was her smile, just everything about her just totally lit up the screen. I mean, it was just amazing. I fell in love with her. I mean, I think everyone did. Am I right?
Yeah, no, she is a beam of light and just pure joy. When the music comes on, it's like she transforms, right? It's like she's like, you heard when I was a little girl, and she was like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like she went into a whole different scenario. It was a really beautiful thing to see. She's awesome.
Well, to borrow a phrase from J-Lo, what gives you Goosies on World of Dance?
Hmm. I like, I probably get Goosies. I probably get Goosies a little more often than Ne-Yo, Derek, and Jennifer. Jennifer, like, she really reserves a Goosey. Like, she can get a little tingle. That's not a Goosey for her. On the other hand, get a Goosey about every other week. No, but what I love about our show is when dancers surprise you, right? When you think it's headed one way and they take you a totally different way, right? I love when you have a dancer who looks like they're going to present one thing and the music starts and it's a totally different thing. Um, yeah, I get Goosies when, and I hope that this is the thing that really sets this season apart from other seasons of the show, is that when you know the stories of these young people, when you hear the things that they go through, the sacrifices that have been made on their behalf, and the sacrifices that they make themselves, and to be able to dance, you realize that like them showing up to this moment in a way is a win. Them showing up to this moment, them being able to stand in this space, hold this space as a dancer, and command their right to compete, their right to pursue their dream, that is what gives me Gooseys. Beyond any one move that might happen, beyond any insane lift or trick or clean choreography, sometimes it's just the knowing that today they decided was not going to be the last day they danced. That no matter what was up against them, that today they were choosing their dream. I mean, I get emotional right now thinking about that.
Well, me too. But you know, it's Hillary's happy hour. It's
All right.
last call, and I want to raise a toast to you, Scott, the coaches, the contestants. Wait, get your stuff, man. We'll do this together.
I didn't know it was happy hour. Hold on, let me give you a shot. Okay. Let's do it.
All right. So here's to your health and success for all the show, the coaches, the contestants, and I cannot wait for the rest of the season. Every Tuesday night, NBC, 10 o'clock, 9 Central, right?
Boom, baby. You got it.
Thank you so much for being with us, Scott. It's been a pleasure.
Oh, thank you. I'll drink to that on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Woo!
Whoa.
Woo, mine was tequila. What was yours?